Quickie review, Among Us. Ready, set, go. You know, I'm not often one to jump onto internet trends. Maybe I should do it more, considering my view numbers, but it's never really been my bag. That being said, I saw a lot of people enjoying the 2018 indie multiplayer game Among Us, and thought that it looked fun enough to give it a go. And boy, am I glad that I did. In Among Us, you play as a nameless, faceless crew member of some kind of science fiction ship or facility, depending on which map you're playing on. You and your fellow crewmates must run around the area and try to complete a series of tasks, ranging from fixing wires, swiping an ID card in administration, or even blasting asteroids out of the sky with the ship's main cannon. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, there is a fairly horrific twist that you've got to deal with as well, as a few of your dear, trusted teammates aren't actually so trustworthy, as they are tasked with taking out every single one of you. Be it through either convincing your crew that you are the traitor, and therefore should space you, sabotaging the systems of the ship and taking out everyone at once, or just good old-fashioned murder. Now, I did just mention the main mechanic of the game, that being the ability to vote people out of commission. Whenever someone reports finding a dead body or just calls for a meeting, you can confer with your fellow crewmates, trying to figure out who exactly the imposters are. And that's just it. You've got to actually talk to people and convince them to trust you, whether you're a traitor or not. Because at the end of each meeting, people can vote on who they think is the traitor, with the quote-unquote winner being removed from the game with extreme prejudice. Now, it is a relatively simple game, but it certainly works well, allowing for what could be a really repetitive game to be nearly infinitely replayable. It also helps that the whole thing is just wrapped up in a super charming art style that is never not fun to look at. Now, as much as I enjoy the game, I would be remiss to not mention some of the glitches that I ran into while playing it. While not super common, this game does have some of the most outlandish bugs that I've ever seen, including one of note that was so bizarre that it actually wound up being hilarious. At one point, something screwy happened that caused me to somehow inhabit the body of another player, being able to talk to them as them and move around as them, which was just weird to see, you know, with the same player talking to themselves back and forth. But even with the occasional glitches, I've had nothing but a great time playing Among Us. I will say though, that the game is definitely better with friends, even if they are just friends that you met while playing. Shout out to Zuko Swap and Bluely, by the way. Two cool dudes that I met while playing late one night. At an asking price of only $5, you don't really have much of an excuse to not at least check it out. So jump on Steam, grab it, and try to survive or murder everyone accordingly. I give Among Us a 4 out of 5. Have you played Among Us? What did you think about it? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and while you're down there, why not consider subscribing to the channel and of course liking the video. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.